Everybody, it's Tiffany with Rock Bottom Wellness. This is day 3 of the 21-day challenge. Monday we talked about macronutrients, which are the proteins, the carbs, and the fats. And then Tuesday we talked about micronutrients, and that's going to be the vitamins and minerals. So I'm going to highlight today some examples of quality protein or why you need them. So protein, we all know, is associated with building and keeping muscle, but you may not have known that proteins are antibodies. So they help us mount an immune response and keep us well, especially, like I said before, these winter months are coming up. So we need to keep our immune systems healthy. Another thing that they're super important for is to help make the brain chemicals. These are the two things that I see mostly in my practice with people, is maintaining an immune system that keeps them from being sick, and also for keeping their brain health in check. Because if you're not having ample amounts of good quality protein, you're not making the brain chemicals necessary to help with mood and satiety and hunger and sleep and all those things that are so important for our health. So ways to incorporate good quality proteins in your body, you may have learned from day 1 with the 7-day book, is that you need to incorporate protein about 4 to 6 ounces, depending on your size, at every meal and snack. Or I should say every meal, and then snacks about 2 ounces, about half of that. So I'm going to give some examples, some good plant-based proteins. There's hemp hearts. I found these at Costco as well. They're organic and they're gluten-free. And it's really good to put on top of salads and cereal, good cereal grains, like if you make your own granola, that type of thing, and yogurts. I also have an almond chocolate chip cookie recipe, and I put in 3 tablespoons into the recipe to add some more protein. I actually think I could add a little bit more next time I make them. And they have 10 grams of protein per 3 tablespoons. So these are just a good way to have a nice nutty texture. I don't even notice them in the cookies that I made, and my kids didn't either. Another good grain for protein is quinoa. This is a tricolored version. There's a couple different kinds. There's red, and then there's white, and then there's this tricolored. These are also organic. This is just from the regular grocery store, and in 1/4 cup, they have about 6 grams of protein. So quinoa is the only grain that's a complete protein, so that's a good way to get another good plant-based source of protein. So another option for one that's not plant-based is pure paleo. I use this a lot. I'll put it into different recipes, just like I did the hemp hearts. My kids use these to make smoothies in the morning. It's a good quality protein made from beef, high quality grass-fed protein, and it's very low in allergies. So it's over 97% protein. It has no allergens, and it's tested free of hormones and antibiotics, which is really important for animal-based proteins and animal-based foods. So this is an unflavored one. It also comes in chocolate and vanilla. So this is a good way if you are a smoothie person, using it for breakfast or shake or for snacks or whatever. If you want to make a protein shake, this is a good way to incorporate that, and you get 21 grams of protein in 1 scoop of this particular one. I also have a vegan one that's really tasty as well. It comes in chocolate vanilla. I think maybe chocolate mint as well, but they're just really good tasting, and they assimilate well into however you make them with water, almond milk, whatever it is you like to do with that. So it's really important to get quality protein. If you're looking at animal products such as beef, chicken, fish, and that kind of thing, you have to know where it's sourced. You have to know what the animals are fed, and you have to know how they live. All those things go into the effect of how it affects you, into your health. So if you're taking on an animal that's conventionally raised and you're eating the meat from that animal, and it's been high under stress and it's been not treated very well, the meat quality that you have is much less. Other countries don't have this issue with the way that they raise their animals. So I highly recommend you go to some kind of local farm, get your beef, chicken, eggs, whatever it is, from sustainable growers that let the animals live how they naturally should live, and that are not feeding them junk, basically, because we incorporate that into our bodies as well. So that is my take on eating quality animal protein and quality proteins in general. You really have to make sure you're getting a lot of that, a good amount of that, so that you can feel better and fight off cold and flu season. All right, so back tomorrow for day 4's challenge.